Est-ce que le jeu va oser?
You still thinking about what the scientists told us? About where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike. Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright? To deal with one another as humans, and nothing more? That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Aww. That's cute. Oh god.
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize? For what?
I was being real stupid before, about whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
Le joueur. La manette.
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Le
Remember
Belièvre.
how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
Well, alright. Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
You will?
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us...
Yeah, maybe...
Hevrick 35 might know the answer. But, you know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become. So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will... well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
Ah, les jeunes, c'est chiant.
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
Oh God! 4x3 maintenant.
I can't. I've got too much on my mind.
Tellement mieux
Especially
écrit
knowing
dans
how
Les gens de
close our last
Heroes.
battle is.
Les gens de Heroes, ça me manque. Hein.
How are you doing,
Les
Shion?
petites romances du pif.
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Mais bon, ça va, c'est pas le pire ce jeu. J'ai connu bien pire. Hein. À peu près tous les FF, quoi.
We're only fighting all the lords on Dana? Although that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Ages and ages ago. Everything that's happened since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Hey, Alphen. I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrect 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
It's true the blazing sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma, but it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything
Listen,
that we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike. We don't know what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got. But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end.
Ah, j'ai un espoir.
You
Hein.
can forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
So it's a promise then?
Yeah, it's a promise.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me.
Hmm?
My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice.
Ah, les épines,
After
oui,
they'd
bien
seen
sûr.
what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before. But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
I do, because Shion,
No. You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Damn. That went well.
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed.
Pas la
Can't
musique
stand around
du
waiting all
futur.
day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Oh non, la
Right.
dernière scène elle était bien.
We've come this far.
Toi, ça va, ça
We
va.
will save our worlds.
La dernière
That's a promise.
phase elle était bien. La dernière phase elle est trop
Then let's go,
mignonne.
everybody. We've got one last wall to tear down.
En fait, ces 3 dernières scènes, c'est les. Ça va, ça va. J'ai connu pire. C'est les romances, moi j'aime beaucoup. Moi j'aime beaucoup.
You can see us from where you
C'est
are.
peut-être pour ça que j'aime beaucoup les gens of Heroes. Hein. J'aime trop les petites romances comme ça. C'était trop mignon, c'était trop mignon.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give
Même
Hebrecht
si
35 a
les
break.
2 enfants c'était
It has
marrant
been
et
stuck in
même
this
Kisara
tiny
c'est
facility for a
mignon.
very, very long time.
I have
Et
unlocked
Love
all
Interest.
functions on your starship. You can now make use
J'ai
of
juste
its warp
écouté.
drive.
Hein. Alors le jeu c'est de la merde mais bon.
Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's
Bon, il faut y
possible
aller,
that
les
the
gars,
Red
hein.
Women
Faut
may
finir
have
le jeu,
found a
là.
way to activate it on the starship. They are Helgenquil after all.
Par contre j'ai un
Using the
espoir.
warp drive,
J'ai un
you should
espoir
be
que
able
la
to
reine
breach
Salma
Red's
échoue
atmosphere without
et qu'il
being
se
detected.
suicide avec elle en la tuant et que les 4 autres y fuient
You'll need to be
et que
careful.
dans un amour ultime et éternel d'une dernière chaleur humaine,
The ship will
ils
be
meurent
unable to go
en
any
s'avouant
further
qu'ils
than the
s'aiment
surface of the planet.
et on vivra toute notre vie tous ensemble dégoûtés d'avoir vécu ça, avoir le cœur serré
We gotta go
et on
all
se
the way
sentira
down, just
vivant, on se sentira
walking?
vivant ce moment-là.
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal
Après,
once we
bon,
defeat the Great Spirit? I
Que tout
have
se
a
passe
strange
bien et
feeling
qu'ils soient
we're going to
heureux et
have
qu'ils aient
to
plein
fight them
d'enfants,
before this is all
ça me
over.
dérange pas non plus.
The extinction of my people is
Ratenchi.
inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
MDR.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit?
Tu peux, après ce qu'ils t'ont fait, tu as le droit de les ignorer sèchement.
Well, come on, Doe.
Hold up. Did you just...
You heard the lady. Get
Si tu veux, on fera de l'extrême après. Tu l'as le clear toi ou pas? Si tu l'as pas clear, on pourrait faire de l'extrême après si tu veux.
What?
As sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy.
Ah,
Similarly, the maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
ah.
We exist because others have entrusted this to us.
Je crois qu'il avait mal
Over the years,
parlé
many
ou je sais plus
people have
trop.
come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable.
Comme
Why
moi
have
qui
you
finira un
two
jour ce
continued
jeu,
to
hein.
persist under these
C'est extrêmement
conditions?
faible condition quoi, possibilité.
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand. All right. Time
C'est
to
la
get back on the
volonté.
Fall Knights.
Ah, je n'ai plus le focus sur le jeu. C'est bon. Ah, elles étaient mignonnes ces scènes de love. De love interest là. Il y a eu le petit moment où Kisara elle s'est rapprochée de Dohalim en mode tu sais, si on est tous les deux des Daniens, il y a une barrière qui n'existe plus entre nous, tu trouves pas Do? Et elle était là, ah, trop chou. Puis les deux c'est des enfants donc eux ils savaient pas comment être romantiques alors ils se sont embrouillés. Mais c'est des enfants tu vois donc c'est gênant mais c'est pas grave. Et puis Alphen et Shion bah, ils le savent très bien. C'est juste qu'au lieu de l'avouer ils se sont dit voilà si on survit on se le dira mais pour le moment voilà ça ne sert à rien car on peut pas se faire des câlins. Tu vois. Ah c'était bien. C'est bien écrit. En fait j'ai connu pire de ouf hein. Mais c'est quand même pas le level de Legend of Heroes. Et ça reste Mass Effect, The Witcher, c'est un peu les jeux qui ont des romances bien écrites et que ça fait longtemps que c'est un peu des références mais si les gens ils avaient lu Legend of Heroes ils sauraient c'est quoi une romance bien écrite hein. C'est abusé hein. Legend of Heroes à plus d'un moment moi j'ai eu les larmes arriver comme Goku et j'étais en mode tu sais comme Goku dans GT là t'as les larmes elles arrivent t'es en mode non et puis elles remontent tu sais comme un zombie parce que bon nous on pleure pas hein. C'était bien foutu, c'était bien foutu.
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time to go to Rena.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
J'espère qu'un jour je vais jouer au jeu. Franchement, c'est pire que les gens de Virose. Parce que là, t'es otage du contenu. Les gens de Virose, c'est des petits dialogues. À chaque fois, on se déplace et on va reparler à quelqu'un. Mais à tout moment, on peut jouer. En vrai. Alors, par contre, cet endroit, il est spécial. Hein. On n'est pas sur Rena ici, si? La fleur, c'est Rena? Mais la planète n'est pas censée être vachement grande par rapport à Dana? Ou alors c'est parce que depuis Dana on la voit grande mais en fait elle est tout aussi grande que Dana et on s'en rendait pas compte. Oh ce monde détruit quoi.
This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
Oh la
I don't
dévastation.
sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
God damn.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day, Rena was probably just as vibrant as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great Spirit took everything. It stole energy not just from living beings, but the land, the sea, everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
Mhm.
You're saying if we don't stop it, this is what Dana's going to look like?
We can be sure that even these few remaining remnants of Renan life will not be spared in the end.
If the oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass, nothing will survive. It looks like we can climb down from there.
Prochaine fois je m'achète une chaise qui monte au moins jusqu'ici, comme ça je peux me coucher dessus, tu sais. Au taf j'ai un appui-tête. Des fois c'est pratique. Les vestiges de Rena. Et...
So this is Rena.
Les hiboux spéciaux sont apparus aux quatre coins de Dana.
Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer the same
Je vais
fate.
pas chercher des hiboux là. La planète morte. Oh les R1. Je peux même pas m'amuser. Oh.
A hollowed ocean as far as the eye can see.
What do you mean, what would happen? You'd drown, wouldn't you?
En mode si on tombe dans
Come to
l'océan.
think of it, I don't believe I've heard of someone ever trying.
Hmm.
Perhaps you'd like the glory of being the first?
Nah, I'll pass.
This is essentially a world-sized Renan graveyard. Are you proposing to disturb the dead slumber just to satisfy your curiosity, Law?
No, because I said I passed.
Taking an interest is understandable, but let's not forget where we are. This place deserves our
Oh,
respect.
l'eau qui passe pour le bâtard.
Looks like we're not going to be hearing the end of this one for a while.
You'd think I was already snorkeling in it or something.
Encore un R1.
So the idea is to seal the Great Spirit inside the Rena's
Je vais péter un câble. Mais qui a fait ce jeu et qui a décidé que c'était normal qu'il y ait 7 milliards de mini-conversations qui t'empêchent d'avancer?
I already had wielded astral energy once 3 centuries ago. As for suppressing her thorns, Shion's had a lifetime's experience. The problem isn't just our enemy's strength. It's that it's sentient, too. And you can bet anything you like it's not going to just sit...
In other words, we need to find some way to weaken it in advance.
R1. Oh god.
Back when Shion's
Je
thorns
vous
flew
jure,
out of
hein.
control, we were able to deal with them directly. If this is their host,
R1 JPP,
they
hein.
should be even more corporeal here.
J'en ai
If
tout
that's the
pété.
case, it should make them easier to attack at least. And if we can manage to divert enough,
We might.
Il y a un succès pour avoir écouté tous les R1. Encore un R1.
Question for
Je
you.
vous jure, si j'ai pas le succès hein, et que j'en ai raté un, je brûle tout.
What'll the world
Je
be like?
brûle Rena,
Is that what
Dana,
you're asking?
je tue Shion avec
Yeah, I
et
mean,
personne n'est
at the
heureux.
end of
Hein.
this, do you really think everything will be that different?
A lot will have to change, that's for sure. The world will have to adjust to so much. My only worry is if those changes turn out to be merely skin deep.
what do you mean?
It's well and good putting an end to Renin rule. But if it just turns the tables, it's all for naught.
That's true. Just as bad if the Danans started pressing their own.
Renins, Danans, astral art users, mages. The world is full of labels used to divide and separate
Bande
people.
de salauds.
If only we could see differences like that for what they are. No different as someone having a musical talent or
Le R1
good
c'est
with
l'esprit
their
de
hands.
Rena. C'est le
Not
R1 le vrai
differences so
démon.
much as characteristics.
It will take someone in power to set an example. But with time,
Putain.
people will follow. And then, perhaps one day,
There will no longer be any need for the example. It will have become second nature.
That's where we come in. We can set the example. Imagine it. A world where magic and astral arts are used to help people. Where that's the norm rather than the exception.
Yeah, you're right, Rinwell. Why wait for somebody else?
Oui,
We
oui,
can show them ourselves.
l'amitié et l'amour. Oh god. Ah, je peux rentrer, ok. Non mais c'est bon, me dites pas qu'il y a des quêtes secondaires. Il y a des quêtes secondaires. Non. Non, c'est celle du début. Quoi? Non mais on va finir ce jeu de chasse. Hein. Mérite pas d'être fait. Hein. J'ai eu tous les R1. Hein. Comment on sauvegarde? Finir le jeu au level 44 sur un jeu comme ça alors que ça devrait être un jeu que tu finis au level 57. C'est trop bizarre. Hein. Pas l'autre compétent, j'ai des points à mettre. Ah bah non parce qu'on joue pas depuis 3 jours. Augmentation des dégâts aériens. Ennemi à terre. Augmentation des dégâts de frappe bonus. Hors limite étendue. Lame croisée. Faire lame croisée. Boléro de croc. Augmentation d'attaque élémentaire. Mort imminente. Dégâts frappe bonus. Mort imminente. Inspiration. Augmenter les dégâts frappe bonus hein. Tout le monde est bis hein. Tout le monde est BAS. Cap de diamant, pourpoint de diamant et plastron. Ah, elle a mieux. Plastron élémentaire, eh ben. Time to kill. Land quoi? Hein? On comprend pas ce qu'il dit. The fuck is that shit? L'endgame vous pouvez le trouver sur sur ma chaîne secondaire, sur la playlist avec Dragon Quest.
Looks like we've warped into that pit of astral energy.
I wonder what Hilganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research.
Ah,
As
que
for
glou
whether
glou
Rena
glou.
is amenable to an aging specimen,
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
a man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.
Oh là là. Ah
Hey!
C'est comme des détraqueurs maintenant les R1.
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Ils ont rangé de la bouffe à
they're
varier.
designed to make whoever's wearing them
Faut pas
stronger.
laisser l'eau
At
cuisiner
least,
aussi.
I
Hein.
think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more intimidating, I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now.
Oh
And
non, c'est des Helganquil les... Mais l'eau
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind of interesting?
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking maybe meat.
Mais pourquoi il parle de la bouffe alors qu'on est à la fin? C'est quoi ces cutscenes qui font aucun sens avec la fin du
Now
jeu?
you wanna listen. Keep packing, Hoodle.
Ow, ow, ow! Seriously, what the hell? You know, guys, when you think about it, we...
J'en peux plus, ça y est. Allez, je vais péter un câble. Donnez-moi un ennemi, au moins des transitions, enfin!
Helganquil.
Guess they don't need their red woman disguises anymore.
Oh.
Wait, can you understand us?
Oh, ils ont un petit bout là.
It's no use. We're not going to get through to them.
So they really
Ça doit
are
être le
being
même,
controlled. In that case,
le même skin que le boule de Kisara, ça.
I knew there was something off here.
Triangle.
They're not pulling
Triangle.
punches. We have no choice but to beat them at their own game.
C'était quoi encore? Riding Slash. Oh là là. J'arrive pas à croire que j'utilise ma manette.
consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Radiant light.
Flew away. Ah oui c'est vrai c'est flew away. Raising Slash.
I'm not nearly
C'est ça la phrase.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
Même en combat il spam les dialogues. Hein. J'avais oublié ça. Hein.
Resonate with the earth.
Not much longer to go.
Come on, one final push.
Let's do this together, Alvin. Do it.
Même en combat. Même après un combat il y a un R1.
Alphen.
I can't forgive them for what they've done, but I hate killing them. They don't even know why they're fighting. How does that even make them any different from the Danon slaves?
Perhaps. However, if we don't make a choice, the guilt of not doing anything will be that much worse.
Yeah, I know. I hate for it to be like this. But if it happens again, you won't find me hesitating to act.
I wonder if we're going to get attacked again.
If we lose heart now, this whole mission is over. We have to stay the course.
I thought there'd be more dirt and rocks and stuff underneath the hollowed ocean, but it's all artificial.
I would imagine they're remnants left behind
Vraiment,
by the Helganquil, seeing as there's little actual land
Il y
remaining.
aurait mon cerveau partout dans la chambre. Et puis j'appellerais la télé, les jeux vidéo rendent fou, les gens se suicident. Ils jouent à quoi? Tales of
If they had
Arise,
the power to create things like this,
le studio
did they really
cool.
only use those immense capabilities to serve the Great Spirit?
Et là ils se disent où
Or
est-ce qu'il a pu
rather,
acheter un fusil
was
à
that the
pompe?
only use the Great Spirit let them use their capabilities for? We haven't seen anyone here except Helganquil. Looks like this place really is their home planet.
The true citizens of Rena. What a shame that they have become nothing more than puppets to the Great Spirit. To think of the promise their accomplishments once held. They had the potential to be great indeed.
Do you think we could have got along with them? You know, if we had met under different circumstances. Like
all of us, you mean? I suppose it's difficult to say for sure. We don't even know if they would see us as being on an equal level with them or not.
I think we may have had the chance once, before the Renan Great Spirit came along and changed everything.
You and Alphen both share an optimism. A strong willingness to believe in hope.
Do you think that's foolish?
On the contrary, I should like to take a leaf from your book myself. In Tragedy's Aftermath, hope is all
Oh,
we
prenez
have.
une chambre là, on n'en peut plus. Hein? Moi aussi j'en peux plus.
Just look at the size of that thing. In the past 300 years. No, even before.
Regarding
Je me
the
demande
past
combien de fois
3
ils ont dit
centuries
3
at
fois,
least, I'd say there's a good
300
chance
ans,
that
3
we're the son.
siècles et
Also,
tout.
while I get that it's impressive and all, I'm just amazed you're still standing around gawping at it at a time like this. Sometimes I wonder about your priorities.
I can understand where he's coming from. More to the point, does anyone know where it leads?
What do you mean where it leads? To the center of the planet, of course.
And that doesn't strike you as sounding just a little bit, oh, I don't know, far? There has to be a quicker way to get there, right?
Yeah. With all this technology at their fingertips, it seems pretty unlikely that they'd make that kind of journey on foot. There must be some kind of device somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out how to use it.
Borrow one of their contraptions? You're either brave or out of your mind.
If it works for them, there's no reason it wouldn't for us. Why make things harder for ourselves?
You know what he's like, Law. Once he gets an idea in his head, there's no talking him out of it.
Alors maintenant ils font genre, ils se connaissent tellement bien que tu sais comment il est, hein. Ça fait trop longtemps qu'on est ensemble, maintenant je peux plus le persuader de faire autre chose. Quand il a une idée, je lui ai bien dit que ça servait à rien d'aller pêcher à cette heure-ci, mais bon, il est quand même allé. Fighting slash! No way!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz. Prepare to be sealed.
Thank you for the healing, gentlemen.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
Right.
Il n'y a plus qu'un ennemi?
Raining slash! Flew away!
In a bind?
Raining slash!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Il lui restait un PV, on s'est fait chier à faire la cutscene. Hein. Alors qu'on l'aurait pas dû.
Barely a blip on our radar.
I wonder how the Renans avoided being mind-controlled like the
Guess I'll
Helganquil.
die.
Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that they were originally Danans?
I'd say it's likely. Which is pretty ironic when you think about it.
Ironic?
The Renans have committed grave injustices against the Danans. But it was all of their own volition, not because they were being controlled. Now, it turns out they themselves were once Danans too.
Which must mean that the root of their evil isn't the Great Spirit, but something inherent in all of us. Our free will.
Now hang on, though. It was that same free will that allowed Shion and Dohalim to choose to fight alongside us. Without it, we wouldn't have been able to beat hatred and forge all those connections we've made.
Law's entirely right. In any case, it certainly can't hurt to look on the bright side every now and then.
Yeah. Where there's hope, there's a way.
What'd he say?
He said, without a doubt.
Pour m'égorger, c'est ici, juste là, au-dessus de la pomme d'Adam. Coupez directement, monsieur. Et vous allez jusqu'à la carotide, s'il vous plaît. Juste là. À portée de bras, quoi. Perdez un coup de poignet, hein.
Is this a dead end?
It appears this whole room functions as an elevator. That apparatus there is likely what's used to control it.
Cutscene. Ah non, ça va, combat.
Where did they come from?
Less worry, more action. Concentrate.
I can carve through. I can shatter any steel.
Not on my watch.
They got flyers.
I've got her. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours. Blew away.
Your blade moves like more super.
Just more.
Leave the charges to me. Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Eat nutty howling.
Freeze laser. Nail strike.
Raining flash.
Do it.
Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclone.
Illuminate.
Je vous jure, j'ai même plus la force de commenter, hein. Le jeu a pris toute mon énergie mentale, hein.
Holy land. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
No dawn shall break
Lightning.
this. Eagle Ray. Raining flash. Blew away.
Take this.
More.
Benediction light.
Heal. Strike.
Lightning stem.
I'm ready.
Astral energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
You're mine. Sword right spear. Mirage.
Illuminate the dark.
Raining slash.
Now.
Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. One more. Strike.
Mais en fait, il spawn à l'infini.
Sword rain alpha.
Jusqu'à ce qu'on arrive à destination.
One at a time. Ready to go. Where are you going? I'm ready.
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep, and we can do this.
Impressive fervor, little one.
Now you see what I can do. Denied. Sword rain alpha. Down on the ground.
Here.
Behold. The earth.
Oh, ça c'est stylé. Nanomachine, son. Oh, merde. J'ai une main pas disponible.
Ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Elfin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right
In a
beside
bind.
you.
Mirage.
Sleep now.
Not today.
Oh, mais y'en a, ils sont level 50 d'or. Je suis 44, mais what the fuck.
Not on my watch.
We did it.
As impressive as always.
À quel moment j'ai perdu les levels, moi?
I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Xion actually look flustered. If it's in the sky,
Oh là là. J'ai l'impression qu'il parle plus qu'en cutscene, c'est abusé.
Commander of Heaven. Phoenix Cyclone. Shine radiant light. Trust of regeneration.
glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Don't suffer in silence.
I mean, you're dead, Dohalim.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it. What's your nick?
We did it. More. Another song. Mirage. Execution. Raining flash.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? Where are you going?
Bloody howling. Raining flash. Blew away.
Lost in pain.
Mega ray. Confiscated.
Oh, c'est tellement le bordel. J'ai dit ça au seul moment où ça s'est calmé, tu sais. Oui, c'est alors les attaques de direction, parce que ça fait des AO, ça blesse les autres, ça prépare déjà leur mort qui arrive. Oh, finally. Je commençais à me dire, est-ce qu'il y a un truc que j'ai pas compris? 15 000 points d'expérience, et oui.
Even in such a harsh environment as this, there are still creatures here?
You think they're native to Rena?
On va pas commencer à les écouter, même quand c'est pas des R1 quand
Or could
même.
they be Zoogles somehow?
Whatever they are, they're dangerous. Watch yourselves around them. You think that pit stretches all the way to Rena's core?
If that's true, and if we go down, we should find the Great Spirit at the bottom.
We could get there even faster.
Ok, commence à être dans un donjon normal là.
This won't be easy. Don't be such a pessimist.
Oh, je réussis pas à toucher un truc pour terminer, voilà, merci.
Is that a healing art? It is. I can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
No further!
Air thrust! A whirling trouble! Winds of heaven! Burst in here!
Resonate with the earth!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elvin!
It's time
Oh, ça les finit même pas. Hiii. Oh, les combats. Hein.
You going? If it's in the sky, it's not! Do it! Leave the target!
Oh, mais j'ai même pas le temps de... On comprend pas, soit ils ont trop de vie pour mourir, soit ils meurent trop vite pour qu'on puisse faire le finisher, c'est quand même dingue.
With this, I can become even stronger.
C'est vachement long, ok. Ça me fait penser à FF12 quand on est sur le point d'aller dans le grand cristal là.
I never miss.
Vraiment la même sensation.
These ones can run rings around us. A chain between heaven and earth.
the flame inside me! Now I can let it
Prepare to be sealed, oh
Oh,
fleet.
rendez-vous.
Actually, perhaps bound is more.
coming through!
Mmh.
Scarlet Inferno!
I'll heal
You're
you,
mine.
darling darting wind.
Ignite! Now,
Healing circle.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Healing between heaven and earth.
I owe you one.
I'm expert coming through.
We did it! Not a chance!
Not on my watch.
No escape!
Radiant.
No further! Blew away!
Mega ray.
Oh, le seul truc qu'il me faut c'était le gars qui les empêche de dodge et jamais il a eu sa frappe bonus de ready hein, de Aline.
And here I hoped I was improving.
No, I mean you're even better than ever. I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Cette phrase là je l'ai entendue 1 milliard de fois hein, sur Shion Flustered là. Ouf. Est-ce que triangle sera suffisant pour tuer le boss de fin au final hein? Des fois on se pose la question quand même. Où est-ce que je peux aller par là? Petit loot. Ouais, petit loot. Tout da quoi. Ah, les mecs sont haut level hein.
Eat this! I can carve through armor! Down on the ground!
A spot of beef hunting, anyone?
That'll bring you down.
Stalagmite!
Oh mais rends fou, tu les as...
Come and face me!
Prepare to be sealed, oh fleet. Actually, perhaps bound is more
Oh
appropriate.
là là.
Coming through! Ha! Now!
Les contrôles, j'avais oublié que les combats en plus ils puent la merde, j'avais oublié.
Hold on to your arm. Here I am.
Let me free you of your power. Flew away.
C'est bon, il y a lui.
In your dreams. There. How's this?
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
No friends for. We can't depend on them.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
In a bind.
Banshee of lightning.
Anything in order at all.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm ready. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. No chance. Grind you into dust.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Flew away. Rotating pile driver.
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Eagle ray.
Sleep now.
Ready.
Get on here. Blah, blah, blah. Magic.
Resonate with the earth.
On va essayer de s'en sortir là.
Here's the evil.
Sword ray out. Coming through. Ha! Scarlet Inferno.
C'est pas que j'ai pas de cristaux à briser ces mobs.
Where are you going?
Ça change trop la manière dont on a l'habitude de les combattre.
Take this.
Glacial spear.
Shadow evil.
Nice.
You picked the wrong fight. Flew away.
Razor
Armor won't
cyclone.
save you.
Not on my watch. Here's a healing art. Card now through all. Water. Here's my chain between heaven and earth. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Shine.
Freeze
Sword
laser.
ray out. Coming through.
Faut me healer là l'équipe.
Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Benediction light.
Radiant slash.
Healing
Flew
circle.
away.
I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. Here, let me help.
Ready. Take this.
In here.
This death shall
Flew
not
away.
be forgotten.
It's
Ready. Slash.
Je mets tellement de coups dans le vide.
Slash. Not today. Flew away. I'm ready. Slash.
Merci.
This ends now.
On a réussi à défoncer. Beaucoup trop de PV hein. Je sais même pas pourquoi on joue en difficile encore hein.
I still got a ways to go.
Les erreurs des jeunes.
The design of this
Oh,
equipment is real.
c'est pour lui ça. Bah GG.
You must really like it, Alphin.
J'ai plus de PS déjà. Hein. Déjà plus de points de soin. On pourrait limite déjà se TP à la base quoi. On a genre rien fait, on est déjà mort. L'ascenseur. On est venu de là, ça mène au niveau 3. Ensuite ça mène au SIG, je sais pas quoi. Le SIG mène au niveau 2 entrée. Et la petite salle, ça c'est le intermédiaire. Ah oui mais... Toutes ces pièces pour pas grand chose.
Guess I misread the landing.
Oh t'inquiète, les chutes c'est la base. Oh y a ça maintenant. Ok normalement je la connais. Non mais la petite aussi elle dodge pas, ça m'énerve mes potes. Et des fois faut que je me booste mais il y a tellement plus de PS que je me dis ça sert à rien quoi. Non faut qu'elle m'attaque moi. Ok.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
These structures don't look like anything built by the Renans.
J'espère qu'il y aura un petit truc qui nous permettra de crafter ou de reste. Hein. Parce que là, je suis en train de garder plus de PS, la zone a l'air encore infinie. C'est compliqué. Ça fait déjà 1 heure.
You mean like how some places favor building stuff with stone while others rely on wood?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll have to...
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! away! Right here! Tempting!
I'll be here. Let me help.
That buffing is driving me mad!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
We've got flyers!
I've got this. Let him mark them.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Oh yeah! And the puzzle to me!
A chain between heaven and earth. Blah blah blah. You get ready.
Bla 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 magic.
Cyclone. You get the gist. Air thrust.
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Resonate with the earth! Take this! Sword Rain Alpha! Rending you up bloody! Sword Rain Alpha! The flame inside me! Coming through!
Je vais avoir une flèche, j'espère. Il va sans doute mourir.
Scarlet Inferno! Now, you're mine! Not today! Okay, here I go! I'm ready!
C'est vrai qu'avec X, on chargeait plus vite les ultras. Ok, c'est bon. Qu'est-ce qui...
I must keep striving. You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
Si. Ah, je les ai
This one
vus.
will be difficult to predict. In a bind,
Blow away!
Les mecs, c'est les chakrams dans l'autre jeu là. Kirby. Oh, les dégâts.
Commander of Heavens! Phoenix Cyclone! My turn! I'm not done! It's on! Grind you into dust! Burn!
Here goes!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Astral
Oh, comment ça les gérer eux.
Got it!
Well done.
You're mine!
Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Lady Fortune must truly
On
be
prend pas mal
watching
d'XP
over.
hein. On prend pas mal d'XP. Ça prouve le retard qu'on avait aussi. Oh merde, il y a des trucs à ouvrir et tout. Mais là j'ai 0 PS. Alors autant recharger nos PS avec un objet. « 100%, ça sera pour le boss. Vas-y, un 60%, pourquoi pas, j'en ai 6.
Those thorns.
I'm not letting them get in our way!
T'énerve pas, c'est un mur, bro. Allez. On a combattu un boss qui ressemble à ça au tout début peut-être dans la zone de glace.
I have
Je me rappelle plus. Ah oui mais du coup je suis pas healé.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning!
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Forgive me.
Oh Doralim, tu déconnes. Ah oui c'est le compagnon de l'autre, le truc invisible. Je me rappelle maintenant.
Sorry, I didn't want to put you out.
What are friends for if they can't depend on one another?
You're right.
Oh le cri qui fait des dégâts, c'est Monster Hunter, je me rappelle maintenant. Mais le mec il marche. Le mec il marche, fait des dégâts.
Here, let me help. First aid!
No dawn. I need something.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
Oh Dohalim. Hein. Le mec il est en train de prendre tous mes PS hein. Ce mob. Tant pis pour toi Dohalim. Si l'XP, ce sera beaucoup d'XP en plus je crois. Ah non que 1006, ça va.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Il y avait un RA là non? Ou c'est une illusion? Ok c'est une illusion. Des bêtes cristaux hein, qu'on trouve ici. De toute façon les plus forts on les a déjà trouvés dans le jeu. Oh, j'en puis plus. Mais il me faut de l'XP, on sait jamais. On va pas commencer à être en retard à toute fin. Du coup moi il me heal pas hein. Ah c'est bien. Il fallait connecter le dernier coup pour pouvoir faire l'attaque, au moins elle la connecte. En plus je le fais sur l'abeille hein. Un truc qui a rien à voir. Au final taper le loup. Oh quand il dodge les loups, tant il tout pété. Oh les spells, je sais pas qui fait des spells là mais ça fait mal hein. Oh Rinwell hein. En vrai je sais. C'est elle qui fait des dégâts. Ok.
I don't think I'm going to be able to do any more healing for now.
Ah bah là oui je sais hein. Je sais mais on va voir si d'abord on peut pas s'en sortir comme ça. Il reste un grand combat mais... Est-ce que... On serait pas sur la route d'avoir assez de PS là parce qu'on... Faut un TP en fait, faut un TP là. Là faut un TP, voilà il est là. Ouais, il est derrière eux. Mais eux on peut se les faire je pense. Vraiment mystérieux. On peut se les faire. Eux bizarrement ils prennent assez cher.
Consider yourself finished. There you go, Alvin. It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Not a chance. I'm ready.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Bon. On enchaîne les petits coups, ça va bien. J'espère que ça ramène hein. J'espère que ça permet de TP hein. Sinon on n'en peut plus. On va voir. Je pense que c'est le cas. Merde, c'est pas comme ça que je voulais le prendre. Je pensais qu'il me mettrait un menu pour revenir au vaisseau ou au truc. Oui, il te le met même pas. Ah si. Ah non. Que là c'est là on a combattu les 4 mecs. Faut que je vois si le truc au début il va me permettre de redevenir ici. Il y a encore des points d'exclamation.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Ouais, ils sont toujours pas activés. Faut que je les active là-bas. Voir si je peux reste ou régène au feu. Enfin au feu, vous m'avez compris quoi. Au vaisseau. Oh, le jeu il s'en fiche. On peut régénérer nulle part hein. T'as pas pouvoir régénérer, autant recharger là où on était. Oh god. Les bétails à maturité. Mais y'a personne pour m'aider ici. Ah, c'est logique hein, mais bon au bout d'un moment... Au bout d'un moment il me faut des objets. Bon bah on reprend une gelée d'ananas hein. Il est temps d'utiliser l'objet qu'on n'utilise jamais. Alors tout ça pour ouvrir une grille. Mais en fait j'aimerais aussi crafter des armes. Parce que je pense que je peux avec les objets que je loot ici. Mais le truc c'est où? Mais dis bien.
Don't tell me you aren't being interrupted. No further. No escape. Blow away. Time to cross blades. Coming through. Ha! Now. Scarlet Inferno.
Will this help?
Sword Rain Alpha. This one's all mine.
A whirling struggle.
Raising you apart. Pieces. Attack light.
Sleep now.
Resonate with the earth. Smash you.
First aid.
Select far enough. Rending you apart.
Lunar corruption.
Blow away. Bloody howl.
Oh mais... Donc, oh y a... l'animation log, je l'avais tellement oublié dans le jeu.
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me. Got it. I'll leave it to you. Dragon Swarm.
Will this help?
Coming through.
On est verrouillé en position toute notre vie. Hein. J'avais complètement zappé ce truc dans le jeu, ça rend fou.
Will this help? Primed and ready. That'll bring you down.
Burn.
Another incantation ruined.
Ready to blow away.
Between
Heavy shield.
a wailing banshee of lightning. Healing
Rain
circle.
slash.
Divine.
Got it. Try harder. Not a chance. No escape. Down on the ground. Carve through armor. Greater drive. Try harder. My turn. Stop.
On peut jamais s'amuser. Interdiction d'avoir du fun. Oh là là, s'il vous plaît, mettez des frames d'invue. Mettez du cancel. Faites des vrais jeux quoi. Avec tous les praise qu'il a reçus, je me rappelle il avait reçu des notes de fou le jeu. Ça pourrait être 0. Mais on rattrape les levels ou pas au final? Je sais même pas hein. On voit pas nos niveaux ici. On voit pas nos niveaux. Après ce combat je vais voir si on est level 50 ou pas. Peut-être 48, 49. De ce que j'ai laissé. Et de ce dont je me souviens. Allez, monte! Ouais, merci.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alvin.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Now.
Ah, this ends now tous les jours. Hein.
Say no more.
Tous les jours it ends now. Oh. Ma force vitale a été absorbée comme, comme l'énergie hein, dans le jeu. Je suis fumé. Le jeu m'a fumé en 2 frames.
To stop you dying?
Eat dirt! Tornado drive!
The flames will roar!
We've got flyers!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it! Magic astral energy!
Ah, on a réussi à bourrer, à avoir le gros coup. Ensuite ça devrait s'enchaîner maintenant. Mais d'où les loups ils m'empêchent de jouer au jeu? Incompréhension hein, de se faire cancel par un loup-garou. Même pas garou. Des abeilles du démon.
Victory is within reach.
Dig deep and we can do this!
We can't lay a finger on her, little
I prefer it that way. What about you?
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact cross!
Il doit avoir des compétences tellement plus fortes depuis, je pense, que j'ai dû débloquer sans faire gaffe. Et que j'ai complètement zappé.
Well, look who's in a
Am I on a roll or what? C'est bien quand elle dit ça, c'est marrant. Ça fait les personnages qui gamifient le truc. Puissance des coups. C'est moi ça.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Ah, il y avait 2 mauvais oeils, mais en un combat chacun.
Now I can let loose. Armor
Bah, c'est plus sympa qu'en avoir 2. Parce que sinon j'aurais pété un câble. Et ça te dit aussi combien de fois il y a le mob à taper quoi.
being interrupted. Burn in hell!
Whoa, hey! One at a time!
Regenerate!
Whirling struggle!
Raining slash!
Mais Raiding Slash ça fait plus beaucoup de dégâts hein.
Meal is on you. You got it.
Ah, je le vois mais je sais que je suis en animation et que je peux rien faire et je vais forcément prendre le coup.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here comes
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate! He who prepares is free from regret. Tornado drive! Blow away! Radiant charge! You're mine! Anything in order! Tornado drive!
Holy land!
Blow away!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Mais même quand... Oh, même quand je suis pas hors...
Can't get out of this!
Radiant
Quand je suis pas en animation log ça prend juste 3 plombes en fait. D'avoir le...
struggle!
You go!
d'avoir le truc disponible. Je suis mort. Ouh. Au 1 de vital, hein. Je me suis posé plusieurs fois la question est-ce que je prenais un objet pour me healer, mais c'est passé.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Franchement, je vais l'ignorer. Hein. Je sais pas s'il va faire demi-tour ou s'il va tourner en rond. Je vais prendre le coffre. Sang de dragon. Ouais, je commence à utiliser beaucoup trop d'objets. Est-ce que je suis loin d'un potentiel TP? Ouais, il y en a un, il est obligatoire limite. Oh, en plus ça demande 55, c'est 10% de nos bazars. Et en plus, jouer ici ça donne même pas de... Ça donne même pas de gelée. Pour l'instant j'aurais ignoré 2 gros chiens quoi. Niveau XP quoi. C'est pour qui? C'est pas pour moi? Ah c'est pour la waifu.
This must be the work of Providence.
Provo what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration.
Trouver une armure qui fit Kisara dans l'espace, si quand même. Pas du tout exagéré. C'est combien de PV? Ah, d'accord. C'est même pas assez en fait.
Though,
Je vais voir si demander des dégâts à la petite c'est pas une bonne idée. Au final. Non mais si je peux pas le taper parce qu'il fait que fuir, ça sert à rien. Hein. Faut pas que je meure par contre. J'ai fait tout le truc sans mourir. Et au moment où je me buff, genre je meurs. C'est abusé.
Bad, right?
Yes, Alpin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
No more Miss Nice Girl.
Take this.
Light astral energy.
Denied.
Je ne vois même plus ce qui se passe. Hein.
I'll grind you with a shot.
Between heaven and earth. Lunar corruption. A wailing busy I'm ready.
Tornado slash. Eat dirt.
I'll be saving this way.
Benediction light.
Radiant
away.
here.
Raining slash.
To handle.
Shattering the
Between
pieces.
heaven and
Attack
earth.
time. On your
A wailing Bandian lightning. Seal.
Blew away.
More for the soul
Smash you.
By the
Rending you
power
apart.
of the
Raining slash. Bloody blew away. Take this.
Ah, il me rate souvent hein, cette pratique.
Here I come. Lightning orb. I'm ready. A banana. Let's go.
Everlasting
Air thrust.
I'm ready. Commander of Heavens. Phoenix Cyclone.
Ah, les combats ils sont épuisants. Hein.
That one.
On arrive sans doute au bout là. On veut savoir si la waifu va waifiser quand même. Morceau de platine. Franchement au bout d'un moment on va laisser tranquille un peu les mobs. Hein. À moins que ils me font dessus et que j'ai pas le choix. Ça a l'air d'aller. De quel niveau? 47. Où sont les super bonbons quand on a besoin d'eux? Ah, il y a deux mauvais oeils à gérer mais bon. Honnêtement c'est pas les trucs les plus durs à gérer ces genres de mobs. C'est pas des loups quoi. Rien que ça, ça en dit long sur la possibilité de s'en sortir.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil.
Mirage, the flame inside me yearns to be let coming through. Ha! Scarlet Inferno.
Oh faut s'étirer hein.
Here's a healing
Take
orb.
this. Ignite. Reflect on thy
That'll
sin.
bring you down.
They might
Lightning
reflect.
condensed.
Take this.
Thunderblade.
Sword Rain
Here,
Alpha.
let me help. Come forward.
Everlasting
There you go.
Eagle.
Holy Land.
Eagle Ray.
Gravitas Field.
Blew away. Penumbra. Tornado
Death
Drive.
Field. Will this help?
Ready and raring. Everlasting darkness.
Healing Orb. Here.
Oh même quand je suis concentré pour le faire et avec que des auto-attaques, les auto-attaques se cancellent même pas.
It's time to
J'avais
finish
oublié à quel point c'était à chier.
Die. Consuming wildfire.
Elle a mis que 2000. Ouais, tu peux dire damn it à ce niveau là. Hein. Ocean au 1 vital. C'est moi le CIL.
No further.
Thanks, Kisara.
Benediction light. I have no limits.
I can't heal
Now
you
I can let
forever.
loose. Sword Rain Alpha coming through.
Tu devrais me healer pour toujours, Shion. Hein.
Now. Scarlet Inferno.
C'est le but.
Shattering the pieces. Attack time. Try harder. My turn. Here I come. Reflect on thy sin. Raining
It's in the sky and mine. Where are you going?
blew away. This time. Rending you apart. Burn it down.
Ok, on est bon, on est bon, on est bon, on est bon. Il va se mettre derrière moi, il va crier, la base. Il envoie Kisara qui le défonce. Bam.
In an instant. Impact claw.
On devrait y être presque, je pense. Ça fait quand même un moment qu'on est dans ce donjon. Et il nous fait 1h20.
Am I
hein.
on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Tu es là? Non. Il y a sans doute un objet. Bien sûr qu'il y a un objet. Bien sûr qu'il y a un objet. Bien sûr qu'il y a un objet.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Confiscated.
You dare strike me from behind? Sword Alpha! Coming through! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Elle a plus de 25 000 PV hein, parce que je lui ai mis 23 000. Regardez la barre qui lui reste.
Still got some fight left in me.
Green bathed in blood.
Rendering you
As impressive as always. No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look
to
flustered.
be let free. Burn in hell!
A whirling struggle.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Winds of heaven.
We did it!
First power.
Now! Here I come! Radiant light! Sword Rain action!
I've used too much.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Mais jamais, mais c'est pire, oh, c'est le stalling encore pire qu'FF. Hein. Jamais la barre bleue elle s'est remplie. Hein.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Ouf.
Well done.
Les mécaniques du jeu qui marchent même pas.
I never miss.
Attends, je la bourre. Hein.
Will this help?
Elle se relève en deux, Faim.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'll heal you all.
C'est bon, on peut combattre le gros.
Burn in hell!
Healing circle.
I'm grateful.
Blow away!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
You do the same for me.
All right.
I can carve through armor! Rending you apart!
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
Resonate with the
Lightning
earth!
and water. Hear my call. Thunderblade. A chain between heaven and earth. Glacial spear. Pierce evil. A wailing dancing lightning. Freeze lancer. Divine state.
Radiant light!
Ready to go.
Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Illuminate the dark.
Not
Pierce
today!
evil.
Regenerate!
Thank you.
Blow away!
Sorry. I didn't want to put you out.
What our friends forged we can't depend on.
A wailing
You're
fury
right.
of lightning.
I'll bear that in mind.
Sleep now.
Try harder!
Freeze
Resonate with the earth! I could do without this pain. Sword Rain Alpha! Coming through! Scarlet Inferno! You're
Quoi?
I'm ready! Look sharp!
Putain, on l'a laissé avec 2 PV ou quoi?
I need to be
Give me
stronger.
the chest now. L'armure forcément, ouais, pour la petite.
End of this.
Quoi? Who the fuck is that shit? Ah c'est lui, MDR. C'est vrai qu'il a une robe lui aussi, slash cap.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Et du coup il manque une robe pour Rin. Bah Shion aussi non? Ah, il manque tellement d'objets. Oh les PS ont été restaurés. Oh là 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 là, quel bonheur. Oh là là quel bonheur, je sauvegarde. Je finis la vidéo et on est reparti parce qu'1h24 j'en peux plus. Si le jeu si.